Hi, I'm Nick White, and I perform sound effects for silent films. I started collecting these instruments as a hobby, and before I knew it, I'd collected every instrument and every sound available. It was at that point I decided, why don't I perform with films? Most of what I'm using are authentic 100-year-old instruments, all of which were used in silent film, theater, and vaudeville. The companies making these instruments were drum companies, because all the people performing with these instruments in the theaters were drummers. This type of work is different than Foley or radio sound effects, because I'm not working in a studio. Everything I'm using is being performed live in the theater with my own two hands and a padded table. As a classical musician, I'm accustomed to reading sheet music, but there's really no musical way to notate this type of work. I can make a chart with what to play and where, but much of the action on the screen is so fast I have to memorize it all. In a fast-paced comedy, this can be hundreds of instances and sounds to memorize. So the types of instruments I use fall into 6 categories. One is transportation. So the sound of the train on the tracks with the whistle and the bell. Automobiles, streetcars, horses, airplanes, and steamships. Number 2 is weather, which is usually just wind, rain, and thunder. 3 is animals, like dogs, cats, cows, birds, hens, roosters, lions, and even elephants. Number 4 is explosive sounds, like gunfire, crashing, shattering glass, or explosions. 5 is ringing sounds, like telephones and doorbells. The last is, of course, comedy sounds. These aren't literal sounds, but they're used to add comedy to live action. The role of the drummer adding these types of sounds to comedy actually precedes silent film and have their roots in vaudeville. My hope is that with this historically accurate style, I'm fascinating audiences and adding new dimensions to the silent screen.